In this episode, I'm going to talk about the most scary form of loneliness and why so many people feel lonely, unseen, and disconnected, and how to change this using the master model. Welcome to Dr. Three Ways, the only podcast where we use the master model to transform your life. Now, when I was getting ready for this video, I talked to 10 people. I asked them, I said, when you hear the word loneliness, when you hear that somebody's lonely, what do you think? And they were like, mm, okay, somebody just sitting on their own, just by themselves, probably pressing their phone and, looking at their phone or, you know, just things like that without anybody around them. Right. That's what a lot of people think. A lot of people think that loneliness is being lonely. Well, there's a form of loneliness that's even very scary, and that is being surrounded by people and still being lonely. Okay, imagine, have you ever been in this situation where you are in the midst of a lot of people, you guys are laughing, you guys are chatting, you guys are in a meeting, you are talking about so many things, and then deep inside of you, you know that you are lonely. You know that something is different, even though they can see you, but they could not read what is really going on in your mind. That's the kind of loneliness that I'm talking about. Even though you go to parties, you go to church, you go to meetings, you have a lot of likes on social media, you have followers. As a matter of fact, let me make this bold statement: loneliness is not the same as being lonely. Some of the loneliest people in the world are people who have a lot of, let's say, followers, who know a lot of people, who are everywhere. You'll be like, boy, I know her, I know him. She has friends, he has family, he has this and that. The mistake people make is that having friends, having family, being surrounded by people is different from having connection. There's a difference. Being surrounded, you guys, you only let people see that part of you that you want them to see. So it's like putting up a show, like acting. You know, you are not vulnerable. You don't let people see who you are. And I get it. I understand. It's coming from a place of where you're coming from. But connection, on the other hand, is people or somebody knowing you. For instance, uh, one of my closest friends, he calls me on the phone and say, how are you? And I answer him, I'm doing okay, or I'm fine. He's going to tell me that, nah, no, something is wrong. Tell me, what's going on with you? Is everything okay? How is this? How is that? How is the family? How is that? Why? Because we have a connection. Because he understands me. So even though when I tell him that I am doing okay, I am doing fine, he knows that something is wrong somewhere. That is the point. That connection has to be there. You need to have that person. And here's another thing. There is what some of the loneliest people, there is a mistake that they make, and a lot of people actually made that mistake. People think performance has something to do with connection. For instance, a lot of lonely people, they are people who put up a lot of performance at work, in meetings, everywhere. They are everywhere. They have friends here, they have friends that. Naturally, you just think that, oh, this person can never be lonely. Oh, they have a lot of people, this and that. You'll be shocked. A lot of these people go to bed at night feeling empty, feeling like there's a missing piece, feeling like there's something that is not right about me. That's the honest truth. So you need to be able to know that loneliness is way different from being alone. You can actually be alone like this, like I'm sitting right here talking to you guys, and I don't feel lonely. And then you can be in the middle of people, in the middle of a crowd, chatting, you know, gisting, popping, screaming, doing everything, and you feel lonely. things are even worse these days in the days of social media because everybody's glued to their phones. We are pressing our phone, we are busy, watching Netflix and all of that. And then we use that to while away time. And you think, well, because of that, I think I'm fine, I'm good. Only for you to, realize that there's this thing that is missing about me. And that's the real connection. That's the real deal. That's the real thing. Because human beings are created as social machines. I love when I hear some people say, I can live my life all by myself. I don't need anybody. I just want to be there. No, that's wrong. That's not right. That's not being truthful. Deep within your mind, the people that say these things know within their mind that that's a really big lie. Nobody can live by themselves. Nobody can be sufficient all by themselves without connecting with somebody. No, that's not true because we're not created like that. That's why reconnection is very, 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 very key. Having said that, how do you change it? You can change it using the master model, which we use on this podcast to transform people's lives. To we apply it to different stories, and to change the game. You can also apply it. So if you feel lonely, and even though you are surrounded by people, you have a lot of likes on social media, you are popular on social media, or maybe you are not, or you talk to a lot of people on the phone, you have friends in your office, in your church, in wherever you are, but you still feel lonely. You can use a master model. The first thing you have to do is you have to work on your mindset. You have to change how you think about connection. You have to rethink your connection. The people in your life, the friends, the family that you have, you would notice that what you do is you give a service level connection to them. You only let them see the part of you that they want to see. You only let them see that aspect of you that you want them to see. They don't know the real you. They don't know the real deal about you. And that's why you're not connecting with them. That's the reason why it feels as though you are with them, but you are still away from them. Because even though you give them attention, even though they give you attention, because attention is not connection. Also on social media, people love me, they like. Likes are not the same as love. Like is not love. So people like my messages, they comment. It's not the same thing as they love you. It's not the same thing as they understand you. That's the mistake a lot of people make. So that you have all the attention that everybody wants to talk to you does not necessarily mean they have a connection with you. That connection is what you have to find. And the first step is changing how you think about connection. Now you know that you need connection, not just attention. Now you need to change how you approach it. You need to uh, rethink how you approach connection. Let your guard down. I'm going to put it that way. Be vulnerable. Let people see who you are. Stop bottling things up. Stop acting. Stop putting up acts. Stop putting up guardrails around you. It's not going to make you have real connection. And when I talk about connection, it could be romantic and it doesn't have to be romantic. It could be your friend, it could be your family, it could be somebody. But there has to be somebody, one person that really understands you. So much so that when you say, I am fine, and you are not fine, but you pretend to say, oh, I'm doing okay, they'll look into your eyes, they will say, that's a lie. That's not true. You are not fine. You actually have to find that person. And you don't have to have a lot of people. You don't have to connect with everybody. Of course, people can know you. You can give attention to people. People can give attention to you, and just connect with just a sizable number of people. Just even one, two persons are okay. One person is okay. Two people, fine. Okay. So after that, after you've changed your mind, you need to re-engineer, rethink how you connect. Like I said, the next thing you need to do is you need to take action. A lot of times people just wait and think that somebody somewhere needs to reach out to me, somebody's going to call me, is going to text me and say, oh, how are you today, are you okay, is everything fine? That might never come. So what do you need to do? You need to learn to take the first step. You need to step forward. you need to send that message. You need to pick up your phone and send that text, right? You need to make that call. You can invite somebody like a friend to a coffee, like let's talk. And when you guys meet, don't stop remove the guards and tell them, see, I am not, I am very overwhelmed. This kind of, because this makes you to be vulnerable. Vulnerability brings out the real connection. So when you are vulnerable, when you open up your mind genuinely and say, let me be sincere with you, I am, I am, oh my God, I feel so, the way I feel, I have so much going on with me. Oh, I'm not feeling so good. I feel this about me. I feel that about me. That's okay. That's normal. It doesn't have to feel weird. Every single person, let me tell you this, irrespective of what you see online, every single person have a point in their life where they feel like I'm overwhelmed, where they think like I just need a break. I just need somebody to talk to. So it's not just you. Anybody who tells you that they don't go through moments, they are telling you lies. And I'm saying everybody. When I say everybody, it doesn't matter whether they are billionaires. It does not matter whether they have 100 million followers on TikTok, on Instagram. It doesn't matter how successful they are. Everyone needs a connection. So you need to take that step. When you take that step, you need to do one more thing, which is very, very key, which is set standard. Set standards so much so that you don't allow just anybody into your life. When you allow anybody into your life, you're going to allow toxic people, surface level people, toxic people into your life, and they are going to make your life miserable. They are going to make things tough for you. They are going to come into your life to unsettle your life. So you need to raise the bar. When you raise the bar, only allow people who genuinely care about you, who care about who you are, who care about your growth, who care about your well-being, who will pick up their phone and check up on you and say, how are you today? Are you okay? Is everything going on with you? All right, this and that. Not for they just want to be sure that you're fine. Those are the people you should connect with. And you, like I said earlier, you don't have to connect with everybody. One person is fine. Two, three, depending on your capacity. As long as you see that they are genuine people and they mean well for you and they are interested in your growth, they are interested in your well being, those are the people you should connect with. If you don't raise the bar, if you don't set the bar, just any other person will walk in and they're going to make your life even difficult. I'm not going to lie to you. I want you to do three things. Change your mindset about vulnerability. Take action to find connection. Set standard so that you can allow the right set of people to walk into your life. If you do these three things, it's going to change the dynamics of your relationship and it's going to change your life. Feel free to send me your story, send it to my email or DM me, and I'll be very excited to hear from you and to see how you're applying the model to change your life. This is Dr. Three Ways. I'm going to see you in my next video.